Good evening. Let's see. Man, jonesing to paint something. I gotta get this stuff out of the way. Soda. Okay. This is old. Ooh. Comes with a crystal. That's pretty cool. I wonder if you can paint that like and maintain the luster. Pew pew. Decals. So which does what? Fire Prism, I know, is usually anti-armor. Night Spinner's artillery, I think, if I recall correctly. That's a lot of little pieces. If I don't want to foul the crystal, I'll have to assemble that late. Okay. There's not a lot to this. Freaking. This thing says it's got the imperfections inside of it. So actually I probably don't think I'll stress too much about painting over it. So I don't think I'd like that. The bubble inside of it. Alright. I was going to do something. I can't remember what I was going to do. Oh, I'm going to look up and see Death Spinner and Fire Prism. Look at the difference between them. Oh wow. The Fire Prism is really good. I mean, it's weak. So it blows up pretty easy. 2 strength, 18 hits, -4 save, 6 damage. Oh, that's really good. Doomweaver. D6 plus 3, strength 7. Yeah. I mean, movement denial is always good. But Fire Prism for sure. Fire! Oh, this is one of those old ones where there are no numbers. I think this is the turret. Are these identical? Oh, kind of. It's interesting, different symbols. Stab. Put these away. Okay. Do not blue. So I think this is that part. Bottom. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Exacto.
should scoot over a little bit. Trash. I'll leave this unglued because it looks cooler. Although I may end up painting it. That goes down. This is an old model. How old is this? 1997. Dang. Almost 30 years old. Oh, I forgot to do the couple of like blisters or something. Like that, I think. Oh, this just goes on the back. And just one of them. Where does it go? On that circle, I think. I don't need the little dude. I need his chair. There's his chair. I might want to leave this unglued and painting before popping them in. But I don't know. That is a goofy hat. It doesn't look very Eldarish. Kind of un-Eldar. Don't want to be too hard to paint. Goes back in here. Doesn't seem to fit. Oh, it goes right there. Look, picture shows right there. The picture of the eyes. Oh well. And then this goes here. And they pointedly say, do not glue. But I will glue. You are not the boss of me. Just because I don't like the plastic flipping around all the time when I'm moving stuff. That fits good. Wish I knew where it joined. I'll do it from here. Is this cockpit one of those or not? Boop. I mean, it kind of fits. Maybe the other one. Tonk. I may just have to chop it off and glue it on after I paint, which is fine. Done. I'll actually give numbers for this. Interesting. It's like paint these before assembly. Like, dude, you know how slowly I paint? Super slow. Sega. Oh, these little things go on there too. Missing a piece. Or maybe I'm just not seeing it. Oh yeah, there it is. What does it look like on the other side? That's not good. Carve a chunk out of it. Exacto too sharp. No such thing as too sharp. Feels fragile. Like this part could break pretty easily. Yeah, these feel pretty damn breakable. A little too fragile. Okay. I really don't like that bubble in there. Let's see if we can get this to go. Fingerprint. Oh, I'm going to paint over it anyways. It's fine. Good try fit. And these little spiky bits. Alright, good. That's kind of cool. Page 2. Just put this away. Oh, that's cool. This is just one big piece. Okay.
Oh, hey. Hey, Frankie. Thank you. Mike, how's it going? Wow, bunch of people. I'm just putting together an Eldar tank. How are you guys doing? Anything going on tonight? It's going okay. It's going alright. I just taking some time. My wife is out taking the dog to the dog park, and so I'm stealing some time to be able to put together a couple miniatures and maybe paint some eliminators or something. Oh man! Oh, Gladiator! Oh, good. Did you do the magnetizing? And what are you doing right now, Frankie? I mean, working. Yeah, you don't have to tell me. But I put together a Gladiator last night. I did not do the magnets though. I made a Lancer. So I was like looking at the other ones. I was like, I really like the Lancer. But then also, the only ones I magnetized recently was Baneblade, but only for 3 versions. Oh, really? So you got the back part off too? That has some ambition. I am not confident enough to do that quite yet. Except I did a Warlord Titan, because those weapons are pretty easy to magnetize. Not a big Warlord Titan, though. Legions Imperialis. Well, cool. Cool, Frankie. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out some. It's always so much better to have people to talk to when I'm doing this, because otherwise I'm just sitting here and talking to myself and listening to music. But I've been working on Raptors lately. I figured I'd take a break and finally put together this Eldar tank. Yeah, yeah, the full-scale Warlord would be... That's a bit much. That's maybe a few years down the line if I'm lucky. Okay. Turret's done. I move on to all the rest. This is an old model. Yeah, it really does. It's so nice. My nephew stopped by the other day, and that was just nice to be able to sit here and have him ask me questions and stuff. Okay. Let's see, get the underside now. Oh wow. A full-size Thunderhawk. Dude, do you have a picture? Because those things are nice. I'll turn on the hyperlink thing if needs be. I painted 3 small Thunderhawks for Legions Imperialis. They're a nice model. A nice figure. Yeah, if you want. Hold on a second. Oh, metal top for the turret. That must be an old one. Hold on a second. Let me turn off the link inhibition. Okay, I allowed it for links. If you want to go ahead and throw that up there. Quick before the spam bots. Let's see, what else do I need for this? I need... Okay, hold on a second. Click. Oh, wow. So you worked at Games Workshop. That's impressive. Okay. Oh, wow. That's some nice Blood Angels, man. Oh, wow, that's really good. That reminds me of that Golden Demon winner recently, wasn't it? Very impressive. Oh, I like it. Okay, blocking hyperlinks again. Yeah, that's impressive. And here I am, I'm just doing, you know, like very simple Raptor stuff. That is really great, dude. Okay, I need the jets. I think these are them. Where'd I put my snake? Oh, there. Oh no, I can't do that. Like, if I paint something, I have to paint it for myself, man. Like, I cannot like let it go. Like my wife was asking, she's like, "Oh, can't you paint some stuff for your nephew?" And I was like, "Man, if I'm going to do it, it's mine." Yeah, well, it looks like, you know, you should have gotten paid well for that. I really like the, I'm sorry, is that Dante? The Dante figure I really liked. Yeah, my goal is basically get things that are somewhat table ready so I can play with the people I have around here. Although the local brick and mortar store closed recently, there's one further away that I'm looking to play at, but there's this one nearby that was nice and quaint, but unfortunately it didn't do too well. Oh, that Dante wasn't? Well, that Dante was really nice. That's oh, metal without metallics. I don't remember what that technique is called, but it looked really pretty. Now my painting is all whatever speed, technique, and least effort, best benefit. Because I have that impending weight of a pile of shame that weighs on me. Oh, you do? Primaris Ragnar Blackmane. I don't think I'm familiar with that guy. Or with that figure. I know Ragnar Blackmane. I can see why people pay you, man. Captain. I have some Space Wolves. This is what I did. I got my first Leviathan set. I turned them into Space Wolves when I was getting back into the hobby. Still haven't painted them though. I got distracted by the idea of Alpha Legion disguised as Raptors. And that's what I've been working on somewhat. Okay. Oh man, I'm missing even more parts. I think this model came out right after I quit the hobby. Back in the 90s. Because when I was playing way back then, the Wave Serpent was like, the only Wave Serpent they had was the one from Epic Battles.
Need the antenna and the gun. Shuriken cannon. Okay. Well, thank you for stopping in, Mike. And guys, thanks. It was really nice having a visit. You guys take care. And thank you for showing me that. Those are really nice figures. Motivation. Are you going to be hanging around, Frankie? Or are you going to take off too? I have no idea how rating works. Oh, here we go. I was looking at the wrong screw. Cool. I am here until my wife gets back. And then I will have to go be a good husband and ask her how the dog park went. And that is my plan. Although I might come back on later on tonight. I have not played Age of Sigmar, but for my birthday somebody got me Skaven tied, and so I'm kind of like looking at that. I was going to look for some advice about that. So I was thinking of putting the Skaven, like basing them for Old World, because I play that a little bit more often. Okay, I think I have all the pieces now. Yeah, all the pieces. Alright, time to shave. Oh, my music stopped. Be back in a second. Alright. For roll back. So you play Warhammer 2, Frankie? I barely get a chance to play. I like this kit. Seems kind of robust, although parts of it do seem fragile. Really? Yeah. Yeah, I played, I think the last version I played was second or third. Hold on a second, that's a little too loud for me. Yeah, the last game that I played fairly regularly was Epic Armageddon. Way back when, in the 90s. But then, like I kept, my eye on things, like, because I played video games and whatnot. But then my nephew came to me, like, last year, and he was like, hey, have you ever heard of this thing called Warhammer? So, and then I got sucked back into it. Yeah, Titan Legions was when it started to go a little bit crazy. Because Titans were, if you got them within their company card or whatever, they're so cheap. You could get, what was it, 3 Warlord Titans for the price of 2. And they just stomp all over everybody. Those were some of my favorite miniatures back then, even though they're a little bit wonky by today's standards. Especially like the Chaos Demon engines and things. But I loved having, an entire chapter on the board, or the like. Are you working on any particular project lately? It's trash. Yeah, you remember their pop-up rule where you could park them behind cover and they go on first ride, they go pew, and then duck back under cover. That's such a fun game, such a good system. I keep telling myself to go to Net Epic and look up their new rules and everything. But I remember the Wind Rider host. That was a good unit. Phantom Titans were pretty cool. Warlock Titans. But of course, though, like I never got one, but I always wanted to get an Orc Gargant. And that was a pile of metal. That was like enough lead, or well, pewter at that point, was it? Enough pewter that you could kill a man with it. It's like this big sphere, like baseball size amount of metal. But yeah, my parents threw out all my stuff after I like left the house and went to college and everything. Ran around for a while. Yeah, I thought I got this already. But it's fun getting back into the hobby. I think that's it for this one. Have you tried the, or have you read the rules for the new Legion Imperialis? Or not Legion Imperialis, is that it? Yeah, Legions Imperialis. I watched a few like battle reports on YouTube. It looks interesting. Okay. That's how it's gonna go. Yeah. That is the thing about playing the Horus Heresy stuff, is that you only have Imperials. I hope they get other stuff. But yeah. What else does this go? Because I mean, really, I'm sure there were orcs during that time. They weren't probably, weren't that different. Eldar too, since they're pretty long-lived. So their technology won't be too divergent. Stick. I need to top off my glue soon. I think I'm running down. Really? That's pretty funny. Oh, I've totally glued the wrong area. I remember the early parts of Epic, like when it was Adeptus Titanicus and Space Marine. It was supposed to be in the Horus Heresy. But yeah, it's been not a lot of fun. Did I totally screw this up? I totally screwed this up. I totally screwed this up. I'm supposed to put this in here. Derp. Let's go there, or does it go? Okay, it goes like that. Do you mean that was for the recent like Horus Heresy 30K box sets and stuff like that? Or you mean that's from way back when we were doing it? There. Okay. Okay. It's not sticking like I'd want it to. Might have to use super glue. I think it's a little bit warped, like a tiny bit warped. Oh, I asked, was that when they created that Horus Heresy, was that like way back when they first did the Titanicus stuff, or are you talking about the modern Horus Heresy stuff? Like those old box sets? Like Titanicus and Space Marine 6mm. But that is what I asked. Okay, I think that's set. This needs to go there. Oh yeah, Titanicus. So they only had enough money to make one. Ah, that makes sense. I think my favorite version though was when the second edition of Space Marine, where they included like a little bit of Eldar, a little bit of orcs in it. And I remember back then you could get those small box sets for $20, whereas like 300 miniatures. That was my favorite time. But this makes me feel old now. Let's see. Okay, I know it says not to glue, but... Oh wait, I got this reverse, I think. Yeah, those are the best. Like I remember if you got 2 of those boxes, you were pretty much set. You had everything you needed for infantry and whatnot, and some vehicles. That was the heyday for me, or I felt it was. Yeah. Well, Apocalypse has that. Apocalypse is really a lot like Epic, but you know, just larger scale. And what else? Oh, one-page rules has alternating activations. But I haven't had a chance to try that yet. Hey Taxi, how's it going? Just putting together a Fire Prism at the moment. Oh, I'm dropping things. Oh yeah, the one with the six jet bikes. That's a good one. Me and Frank are just talking about old stuff, old Epic and stuff. But that's probably a good use for those Blood Angels. I used to like I used to think that I would not like the movement trays that they use for Apocalypse and things, and even 40K. But I kind of like them now. Oh, when is the Eldar update? Eldar are like the first army that I got into, but my current project is Raptors. I'm doing this one to get it basically off my desk and out of the way so I can continue with other stuff that I got coming. I hope they reduce or they re-release like Fire Dragons and Dire Avengers. Those need an update. That's good. Oh, new codex. Oh, that's good. That's exactly what I was thinking about, the Fire Dragons. Because right now my Eldar army is well, that's when I got back into the hobby, like the turn of the month or turn of the year, and I went back and I looked at the Eldar. I'm like, wow, these figures are very similar to the ones I had when I was playing, and they hadn't been updated at all. So I got some 3D printed ones, which, by the way, those are very, very nice. Some of them are very pretty. But I'm looking forward if they get some new stuff. You are so lucky to still have some of those metal things, man. So fortunate. Let's see, what else do I need to get on this? Alright, I need turret. Let's see. I'll chop this out so I can just get rid of the sprue. Yeah. Well, Finecast, isn't that just resin, right? So I figured, like, no harm in getting some 3D printed things, because I'm not going to be playing in any tournaments or anything anytime soon. Yeah, I'm just going to chop these things out of here. Except for the web spinner stuff. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But I got these 3D printed ones, which are just really nicely done. And they're, I can't remember the sculptor. Like some of them, like I got the 3D art guy had a Eldar avatar, was the very first thing I painted when I got back into things. And then I saw what the Games Workshop Eldar avatar looked like, and I was like, oh wow, that's beautiful. Oh yeah, well I know that if you want to manipulate resin, you need to have a mask, and I had this like vacuum thing that my wife had for doing her nails that sucks down all the dust into it. That's what I used when I was putting together those models. Are Warp Spiders still good? I remember them being like really exceptional when I was playing. Alright. Alright, then turret. And I think it's that. I need some sort of cap. I don't think that's it. It doesn't look like the picture. Chop it out. Just in case. Oh, that's very good. I think that has to be... Oh wait, no, here. Look at this. I don't know. This might be a thing. Okay, let's clean up. Really? Why are Fire Dragons auto-include? Is just because they're that good, or Eldar not have a lot of anti-tank options? I mean, the reason why I made this a Fire Prism was because of the strength 18 hits. And didn't they nerfed artillery recently, didn't they? Yeah. Mobile Devons. But really, what really got me back into the hobby was having a chance to paint their avatar as just such a really nice figure. And with the options for it. Oh, okay, I'll go get it. Hold on a second. Might take a moment. I went with the spear and no helmet. With the, let's see. Just because I like the whole idea of, oh wow, it was just a helmet and he doesn't need one. I enjoyed it. You see, like, my technique is more like filling in like a coloring book. I'm not too good with elaborate techniques. But I figured it's table ready and nice. It made me happy to paint it. It's so pretty. Alright, putting it back. Well, thanks, but it's with a model that beautiful, it's really hard to go wrong. I mean, I'd say that is like 80% the model, 20% me. Oh, an avatar with a bow would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Oh, that would be really cool. I wonder, like a recurve would be very nice. Let's see. Oh, I need to get these shields on. I think, oh, vector engines. It says optional vector engines. Should I do the optional vector engines? I mean, part of me wants to say no, because I'm lazy. But no, I should. I mean, paid enough money for this thing. I always feel guilty not doing magnetizing and stuff. Oh, I'd like to see a picture of that, Frankie. I don't think I've seen that. The Forge World avatar. Oh, okay. What was it? Did it do something like special? Because I haven't played for a long time. Like well, I've played twice, borrowing a friend's Baneblade in this big free-for-all thing, and I played once with a small Marine, 500 points of Marines. That's the only modern like Warhammer stuff I've played recently. But if it looks cool, then sure. Have you guys been playing the new Space Marine game? I've been kind of having fun with that. Oh. Same with those crazy details. Oh, how much smaller? Well, I remember the first one I had was the one that was barely, like that big. It was like a Marine and a half. Still cool looking though. But of course, I also had like the Lehman Russ from back then, which was just the size of a regular Marine. Yeah. It's just fun to see, like, you know, the different vehicles and things brought to life. But yeah, there's no harm in waiting for it. Let's see, what am I doing? I think I got everything else that I need. I think this is all just night spinner stuff. Alright. Well, Space Marine 2 is more of, it feels like it's 60% melee and 40%, or yeah, 60% melee, 40% shooting. And it makes me feel sort of like, oh god, what were those games called? The crazy beat 'em ups with like Japanese and Chinese heroes. I don't remember what they're called. Muso? Something? Yeah. I mean, it's fun. And it's fun to get the rhythm down. And if you like build your character, you can focus on range stuff if you really want to. But really, it's just a big beat 'em up brawl. And so much is focused on getting locked into invulnerable frames while you kill people. But it's just nice to see a Baneblade and all the Imperial Guard stuff, a Chimera and Lehman Russ. I don't think there wasn't a Rogel Dorn that I think. I didn't see one. Which Rogel Dorns I like. They remind me of, we'll go over those M48s. American tanks from the Korean War. But kind of one of the reasons why I ended up going with the Raptor aesthetic is because I like the idea of Marines sort of like with World War II American vibes. And the whole idea of reasonable Marines. That's pretty cool. So you working on anything tonight, Taxi? Or just hanging out? This seems like it might have been melted a little. It's a little rough. I wonder if it got overexposed. Oh, the Farseer in the box set. Oh, sorry if I already asked you, Tom. Guardians are fun to put together. Are you going to do the short range ones or the I think they're Storm Guardians? Or the longer range ones? Oh, and did you get them off of Amazon? They were like super cheap for the last couple of weeks. Like $108 for a combat patrol. I was like tempted to get another. Although I was like, I don't need more jet bikes though. Did you? Lucky. That's a good set. Like if for your first one, that's a good set. Well, you know, if you even figure it, like you get the Wraith Lord, you get the Guardians, it's like getting the free Farseer, and then jet bikes just cause. At that point, you could kind of just use them to make terrain. Wow, 89 bucks. That is really good. That's one great thing about brick and mortar stores is finding bargains or stuff that you can't get otherwise. Like I found an old Marine Combat Patrol, the one with the the floaty guys with the autocannons and the impulsor, and the eliminators and the infiltrators. I was like, oh, good, because otherwise I haven't been able to find any suppressors. That's what they are. Oh, a GW membership program. Oh, what is it like 10% off or something? Or that would be a nice thing to have. Wow. I would definitely do that. Thing is though, I mean, online, if like you get stuff off Amazon online, it's it's 15% off. But still, to have a chance to get stuff newer, faster, cheaper. Yeah, really. I mean, for my nephew's birthday, but for my nephew's birthday, I took him to the local store and told him he could pick like any one box of Games Workshop stuff, and luckily they had a Leviathan box, and so he got a ton of good stuff. And it was his last birthday before he becomes a man at 18. So this is like his last like kid gift. Yeah, a Baneblade is. But I was telling him like you could get a Baneblade, but he was leaning towards Marines. I was like, okay, well, if you just want to get Marines, then the best idea is for a Leviathan box set, and you can give your brother the Tyranids. I don't think he did though. Here, what am I doing? I need to look at these directional thrusters. Oh, that's not one piece. Well, yeah, it was good. I mean, he got it, and I was like, all right. When I was building up my Marines, I got 2 boxes, and I'm like, okay, well, I also have Tyranids now. The Tyranids are very cool. I like the Norns. The Norns are very nice. I need to shave these. I did not shave these. I'm getting distracted. I'm talking too much, but I'm enjoying myself. But I keep losing my place mentally. With the Christmas box? What was that? I missed it back then. I think I started out right after Christmas. Oh, with the Norn, that's right. That would have been good because that had all this. I remember I was looking at it. I didn't know when it came out, but I was like, oh, that has all this stuff that you don't get with the Leviathan box. Oh, that makes sense now. Ah, that would have been so cool. I have enough Tyranids, I'm pretty sure. But and it had the winged Hive Tyrant, I think, if I remember the box art right. Are you going to get any of the new Christmas boxes? Do any of those appeal? This goes like this, and then this. This goes like this. How do these connect? Oh, that's because that's the back. Okay, that's how that goes, I think. I've been enjoying the old world stuff. I got a 3D printed Empire army. And of course I got the Bretonnian set. And I took the Slaves of Darkness I got, and I'm basing them for Old World. So those figures are nice. I don't like the Old World Chaos stuff as much as the Slaves of Darkness. Trying to see if this is right. Yeah, this is right. That was another thing that I realized, was that Age of Sigmar didn't really appeal to me hugely, but some of the castings are beautiful. Like staggeringly so. Like, a few months ago I put together the Black Coach for the Night Haunt. And that thing is just a wonderful figure. And it's engineered amazingly. Like it went together almost effortlessly. Like the whole time I did it on stream, I was like just taken aback. There. Okay. The only thing of Age of Sigmar that the figures that I don't care for, I think, are some of the dwarves and the new orcs, the cool boys or whatever. I do not care for them. They look more like Tolkien orcs. Oh, the big heavy, the heavily armored orcs are cool looking. I like those. Yes, they had, of a dragon for Age of Sigmar? I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, I did not like the dwarfs very much. I love the, like the Chaos guys are probably my favorites. I like the Lumineth. I have based them as High Elves for Old World. The Undead is all pretty good, except for, I don't like the Bone Reapers, the Osiarch. They seem a little bit too over the top for me. I love the vampires though, the ghouls, the ghosts. I don't think they've done a dragon though. Bone Space Marines, I can see that. Okay, let's see. Oh, hold on, I gotta check my music. Yes. One thing I really like about Age of Sigmar is the lore around the Crypt Ghoul people. That they're like, that they think that they're noble knights and kings and everything. I think that's a very cool take. Yeah, those are very, I really like that idea. Because at first I was looking at the figures like, oh, this is kind of goofy, you know, I don't like this. But then to know the story behind it is, you know, that this guy actually thinks he's a king. and that they have this, you know, aspect of chivalry to them. It immediately sold me on them. I mean, I haven't gotten too many of their figures, but it sold me on them conceptually. All right, it was great for you to stop by. You know, Frankie, it was really cool to talk to you. I appreciate it. It makes things go so much easier. You take care, okay? And stop by some other time if you want. I don't stream a huge amount of times, but usually it's later. But lately my wife's been taking the dog, and so I've been stealing time to put together minis. Casino armies, are you meaning like their random abilities and things like that? Not familiar with the term, but I imagine that's what it would be. Thanks, Frankie. You take care. This guy won't stick. More glue. Oh yeah, like the Eye of the Gods that they have in Old World, where you roll 1d6 and you get a bonus, or you get stupidity. I've been watching Mountain Miniatures, and that's very prominent in their games. It's kind of funny. Alright, so this needs to go on here. Okay. I'm reading what you got. Skaven, of course. Yeah, that's been the fun with Skaven. But yeah, no, I get what you mean. That and orcs to a lesser degree, I think. I remember I had an orc army back in, I think, 2nd or 3rd edition. And that was when they had Mad Boys, where they would do random things all the time, and Weird Boys, they would do random stuff, and vehicles, every turn you'd have to roll something and they'd get some sort of weird benefit. And the actual rule of red ones go faster. I think I'll put this on first and then, well, no, I need to put this on first and then cap it. I think it needs a cap. Yeah, I think that's it. I know they say don't glue these things, but I usually do because I don't like plastic sliding around or flopping around when I'm moving things. It makes it feel like cheap for some reason to me. I prefer like a solid object. Oh yeah, orcs. Cool. Like whenever like I pick them up and they just kind of slide around, I'm just like, it makes me realize I'm just playing with a mess of plastic. At least this way I can delude myself more. But orcs, you can get a fair amount of them fairly cheap just because they're combat patrol and different things. That Stampa Boys box set was kind of cool if you tricked yourself into not realizing that a Stampa was horribly overpriced. But so like I ended up getting it because I really wanted to do the whole Mad Max aesthetic for, you know, Evil Sons. At least that was my plan. I haven't done much of anything with them. I've assembled them and left them. Left them in the box, or left in the cabinet. Okay. Alright. We need to put this guy in here. Where does he go? He goes on there. That doesn't look right. Maybe easier to put it underneath. Yeah, I think that might be easier. Oh, well, bad moons, especially now since they made orcs only hit on what, 5s? So having a shooty orc army is kind of rough. Except for like, what is it, 1 or 2 turns during a battle? I remember back when I was playing orcs, they were 4+, pretty much, because they had, you know, weapon skill 3, ballistic skill 3. Oh, when I was playing, they had 3. Like way back when, but that was like 2nd edition, I think. Or, you know, I could be wrong, could be misremembering, it was a while ago. I just remember being able to play somewhat shooty. Back then I had Goths, though. Yeah, I mean, the last time I played was... well, the 6mm Space Marine game, right before it became Space Marine, or Epic Armageddon. That's around about when I stopped. I think the Land Raider plastic model had just come out. The second one, not the first one, which was like the Proteus now. That was about when I stopped doing it, like early 20s, I think. Yeah. But I noticed a lot of their units throw a lot of dice. Like a lot of dice. And how is this? I'm not sure where the best place is to glue this. I'm going to need to consolidate my glue here. Well, I remember orcs used to be able to take almost anything with some of the older rules. I have no idea if this is going to go right. That's kind of cool. Oh man, I remember the heavy rules. Do you remember they used to, every heavy weapon had an amount of movement speed it took off of whoever was carrying it, and to counter that you had to use repulsors or lifters or something and pay extra points for it. Until eventually Games Workshop wised up and they're just like, okay, people are always buying the things that let them move, so might as well just include it in the cost. There's some things about modern that I don't mind, like some of the quality of life things, but I do miss some of the detail and the depth that the games used to have. Not sure if this is even sticking right. Peek. Peek. Yeah, Blast is cool because it gets rid of some of the metagaming, you know? Like I like that it doesn't matter quite so much putting your guys close enough together and whatnot. Although I don't like the abstraction where I see like people moving like a tank and they'll move it like this, which makes sense with an with an Eldar hovercraft. But you know what I mean? Like I like the rules where you had to like you were at a certain speed and you're going in a direction and you could only make, you know, 1 or 2 turns, and you could go out of control if you got hit too hard. I like that, even though it slowed the game down. Pivoting, but I heard there's problems with that, with the pivoting rules. Not that I know, but I think I'm done. Yeah, I think I'm actually done. Because I'm not going to glue the canopies in until I paint. Just want to stick them on there. Stay. Stay. Can I stick this inside? Yeah. I just want to stick it in so it doesn't, so I don't lose it when I put it on the shelf. There. Stay. And these go in the bits box. Or the bits bag at the moment. Yeah, I thought that was kind of with that update. I thought it was kind of silly for them to say units with these sorts of bases got this sort of movement, when it's clear they didn't appoint them or design those units to, like, they didn't assign any significance to the bases, really. Yeah. Go ahead, let me put this on the shelf. I'll just be a few feet away. That was pretty. That is pretty. Gotta cut off all the extras. Oh no, I'm not gluing them yet. I'm pulling them off. I'm not going to prime them. I might paint over them. I'm going to see, like, it depends. I haven't ever painted clear plastic. So I'm going to look on YouTube first and see how people do it. But then I'm going to test it out and see. If worse comes to worse, I will prime it and then just paint, you know, the windows with, like, you know, blue and white highlights or whatnot. But hopefully I can keep it clear. Just glue it in there. And I did not glue the windows. I'm not going to do that. I just stuck them on there. That's how I got 2 wave serpents that I've, you know, done the same thing with, and it stymied then too. I was like, oh man. But I think I watched a video or two and see. Hold on a second. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, check back with me in a year and you might see them painted and glued down. Depending on how successful I am. I'm just getting rid of these, so I'll toss these in the bits box. Then I have an option of other things to do since my wife is still not home. Would you rather see, let's see, what do I have down here? I have a Krieg Squad, Beasts of Chaos, Vanguard, Soulblight, Graveyards, Vanguard, or Skaven Tide. Skaven Tide would take a bunch. I'd have to muscle that thing out. I just opened it to look at the rule books. Skaven Tide. I could do that. Those are nice figures too. I love the Giselles. And the mounted Skaven. Just the rats. Alright, if I get to it, My wife doesn't show up shortly. But then I will do the rats next time, in your honor. Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. Honestly, almost all the Age of Sigmar stuff I'm making Old World. The only ones that I've had trouble with, well, did the Lumineth, their pikemen, which will be insane on the table because their pikes are so huge. But I was able to base them in ranks of 8 and then ranks of 3, you know, so 24 of them. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. It looks good. But then, like, you know, it's going to be a little table awkward. Cool. I'm glad that Old World is being successful, that they're sort of leaning into it. The dwarfs were very tempting, but I have this this guy and well, this couple on Etsy that they do really good work, and their 3D prints are amazing. They're called the Scale Tales, if you have any interest in that. And they did, you know, an Empire army for me, and they're mailing a dwarf army to me now, and it's just exceptional. They do it's Highland Miniatures is the 3D printing style, the art, the 3D art. Let's see. The amount of success is so far beyond. Yeah, they didn't. Well, it's because I think in part because of Total War Warhammer has been so prominent and so strong. I don't know. I have never played Age of Sigmar, so I can't really speak to it. I like parts of the setting. I don't like parts of the setting. One second, I gotta take some of this out and dump it. So I'll be back in about a minute or two. Oh, my wife's here. Awesome. Alright, Taxi. I gotta go. Wife's here, we gotta talk about the dog. I will see you later. And thank you for stopping by. Let's see. Oh, cannon. Yeah, the cannons are cool looking. I got a massive lance tracks, but yeah. You have a good night. I hope to see you later. Alright, bye.